76 right now. So we'll take it. It's going to change in the next few weeks, I'll bet, Ed.
Yeah, next time we're home, it probably will be.
That'll be on November 1st after 2 road games coming up. The football came off the tee, and so they will get that set up again and get ready for the second half kickoff. Ed went over some of the numbers. Dan Whalen, 14 of 22, 206 yards. Austin Holter for Worcester, 9 of 18, 77 yards on the season. Again, we welcome your emails today, sportsinfo@case.edu, sportsinfo@case.edu. Sam Coffey ready to kick it off. Brian Albani is back deep at the goal line. Zach Gust back there as well. It looks like it'll be Gust to take it at the 4-yard line. Out to the 10, out to the 20, knocked down and tackled at the 24-yard line. Bobby Bott made first contact. DJ Sutka helped finish off the play, along with Greg Meyer there on the special teams as well. And the Scots come out, 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Well, Case again will come out in a 4-man front with Calderon and Genovese on the outside, May and English on the inside.
Austin Holter sets up in the shotgun. Just underway, third quarter. This will be the first play of scrimmage of the second half. Holter checks off, looks over to the sideline. Might have sent in a new play. He'll take the snap, wants to throw quickly, does so. It's caught out there at the 30-yard line. I believe that was Reddick on the receiving end of that pass. Mike Reddick hauls it in. Reddick came into this game with 11 catches so far today. That is his 4th, so he's up to 15 on the season. 7-yard pickup, 2nd down and 3 for the Worcester Scots. 21-0 Case here at Case Field on the University Circle campus. Holter calls out the signals. Again, working on the shotgun, about 5 yards behind center. He'll hand it off up the middle. This is flag. Good speed. Breaks into the backfield. Gets out to midfield before he's tackled. Brought down there by Lee Sasala right at the 50-yard line. A 19-yard run for Robert Flagg, the quick freshman out of Oldsmar, Florida.
Well, the Scots, other than those couple of desperation passes near the end of the first half, have only really taken one shot down the field. Everything else has been inside handoffs, some sweeps to the outside, and then little short hooks and outs that they've been running on their pass patterns.
Yeah, Flagg has been very impressive today. They'll swing it out again to Reddick. The pass knocked away by Bobby Bott. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from midfield for Worcester. Bott with a good hit there right as the ball arrives.
And again, Worcester playing that inside game.
Second down and 10. Third quarter action. 13:44 to play in the third quarter. Case up by 3 touchdowns, 21-0. This is a battle of unbeatens, 4-0 for both teams. Case defeated Denison last week, 45-14 to go to 4-0. Holter will keep it, and he's tripped up as he hits the line of scrimmage, looking for a hole up the middle. Tripped up by Jake May, among others. A gain of 1, 3rd down and 9.
Well, we talked about it at halftime. The Scots have yet to convert on 3rd down, and for the season, they only converted about a 35% rate.
13-18 and counting, third quarter, 21-0 Case. Holter again looks over to the sideline. It'll get a new play sent in. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. That's Reddick over there on the right side, covered by Bobby Bott. Now Holter takes the snap, looks downfield, rushed out of the pocket, throws it middle of the field. It's caught out there. Big yardage for Zach Gust, who is tackled now inside the 15.
Well, the Scots got a mismatch. Gust was matched up against Jeff Brown in the defensive secondary. Anytime you get a wide receiver or a hybrid running back out there on a linebacker, that's the kind of mismatch you're looking for.
Gust, also a freshman, makes the catch. That's good for 36 yards down to the 13-yard line of the Spartans. Holter looks over to the sideline, gets the play in. They'll line up two receivers on the left. Reddick is on the right. Back to throw, Holter. Looks downfield, hits Reddick at the 7. He is wrestled out of bounds near the 5-yard line by Bobby Bott. So they move the football about 8 yards. It'll be second down. Football marked on the 5. Spartans up 21-0. Wooster threatening here on their first drive of the third quarter. Flag is the lone man in the backfield.
Gust is in the slot on the near side. He's uncovered. Case with no defensive back lined up over Gust.
3 receivers on that side. Holter will keep the football, and he is grabbed at the knees and wrestled down by Jeff Brown. Picks up maybe a yard. It'll be third down and 1 to go. The football is on the 4-yard line, so they can get a first down at the 3. Case leading at 21-0. Early third quarter action. Gust leaves, and they will
John Mathis.
check in John Mathis at a third receiver position. Now he lines up tight on the right side of the line. Reddick is out on the right side. They also have Jordan Ferns wide left. Mike Francis Cangelee with the football. Now they hand it off to Flagg, and he gets in for the touchdown. Robert Flagg, a 4-yard touchdown run for Robert Flagg, his first touchdown of his college career. That makes it 21-6. So the big pass completion on that play, the 36-yard strike to Gust. Flagg finishes it off with the 4-yard run. 11:32 to play here in the third quarter. Here is the kick. It's on its way. It is up, and it is good as Dan Grandgard kicks the extra point, and it's 21-7. Case leading it here in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back after this on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Back at Case Field, 11:32 to go in the third quarter. 21-0 Case. Pardon me, 21-7. Used to saying 21-0. 21-7 after Worcester scores there on the 4-yard touchdown run by Robert Flagg. They are on the board now. 14-point lead for Case. Here is the kickoff. Drifting over to the far sideline. It'll go out of bounds. And Case will have this one to start out at the 35. Spartans still leading it here. Corey Checken told us during our halftime interview, Ed, that he felt that the team was ready for a tight ball game and felt that it would be important to go ahead and take that opportunity to play in a more competitive game to get ready for some tough games that they know are coming later.
Well, a lot of these guys haven't seen action in the second half this season. And if they have in the second half, they certainly haven't seen it in the fourth quarter.
Football is marked at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They hand it off to Corey Checken, and he plows forward for 4, maybe 5 yards. Second down coming up from the 44.
Scoring summary for you. 8 plays, 76 yards for the College of Worcester. 3 minutes, 22 seconds off the clock before Robert Flagg went in from 4 yards out.
Second down and 6, 4-yard pickup for Corey Checken. Checken now with 7 carries on the day, 22 yards, and a touchdown. Under 11 to go, third quarter. Whalen under center, eye in the backfield. He'll go back and hand this one to Bill Deitman. cuts upfield, gets across the 50 to the 45, down to the 44-yard line before he is wrestled to the ground. Tackled by Eric Keys, the sophomore linebacker out of Dalton, Ohio. Deitman carries well.
Well, give Sean Nicely credit for a great downfield block or a seal block on the corner. He picked off Luke Drake and allowed Deitman to cut in behind him and pick up big yardage.
13 yards on the pickup for Deitman. First down and 10, Case into Worcester territory, now operating at the 43-yard line. Eye in the backfield again as Whalen goes back to throw. Loops it up, looking for Homick downfield. It's just overthrown. Homick covered nicely by Jordan Ross, the senior from Stowe. Played his high school ball at Cuyahoga Falls. Second down and 10 for the Spartans. Homick has done a nice job making some catches right on the sideline today at keeping inbounds. It's a very nice balance for Homick today. He was caught 3 passes for 58 yards.
Deitman checks out. DJ Sutka, tight end, checks in. He'll be on the left side of the formation.
Kolasar is the lone man on the left side at wide receiver. Nicely and Homick line up wide on the right. Check it in the backfield, 2 yards to Whalen's left. Dan Whalen back to throw. Over the middle, caught by Sutka, down to the 30-yard line, to the 25, down to the 22-yard line.
Sutka showing some good hands for a player that usually doesn't see a whole lot of passes thrown his way. Ball was down below his waist. He gobbled it in on the run. After coming off a little chip block from the left side of the formation, sat in the seam, took it down the field.
Second completion to DJ Sutka on the season. That one goes for 21 yards. He has now caught 2 passes on the season for 53 yards. He rumbles down to the 22 of Worcester.
We have an equipment issue on a defensive back for Worcester. Pat Zimmerman.
Got his chin strap squared away. And now we're ready. 3 receiver set. Deitman is back in the backfield to Whalen's right. They will hand it off to Deitman. Trap play, goes up the middle. Now breaks out to the left side, down to the 10 to the 5, and he spins in. It's a touchdown. 22-yard touchdown run for Bill Deitman. Spartans score to make it 27-7 as Deitman.
And they answer. That was a key possession for Case. Wooster come out, got the touchdown on their opening possession, and Case even the score, came right back and said, okay, you put 7 up, we can put 7 right back on the board.
Deitman cut back very nicely after getting that handoff in the backfield. Got some good blocking and broke it open. He scores his 3rd touchdown of the season. Coffey with the kick. It is up. It is good. And Case leads it by a score of 28-7 here in the 3rd quarter. 9:46 to go in the 3rd. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. The second of those 2, the 22-yard touchdown run to make it 28-7 Case with 9:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff from Sam Coffey. Drives all the way back to the goal line where it's caught by Jordan Ferns. Back out to the 15, to the 20, and Ferns is tackled at the 20-yard line.
Sutka on the tackle, but give Greg Meyer credit. He really stepped in and blew up the wedge. Occupied 3 players. Sutka right on his tail, turned it around and made the tackle.
Now DJ Sutka, the tight end out of Homeworth, Ohio, made a big catch on that drive and then came in and made the tackle on the kickoff. They do get out to the 21-yard line, so that's where the Scots will take over, 28-7. Case leading it now as they answer the Worcester touchdown with one of their own. Holter to throw. It's incomplete. Looking for Robert Flagg. 2nd down and 10 from the 21. Holter on the day, 11 of 24, 129 yards. Whan Bush lines up in the backfield. 4 receivers. Now Holter wants to change the play up as he looks at the defensive alignment. Play clock at 9. Holter still shifting some guys around. Bush now to the left of Holter. Snap goes back to him. They'll throw to Bush out of the backfield. He gets out to the 25, pickup of 4. He's knocked down near the Case sideline.
Gonsalves and Sasala there for the Spartans.
Luis Gonsalves back into the lineup today, seeing significant action for the first time this year.
A couple of nagging injuries have kept him out the first month of the season.
Had some shoulder problems. Back in there today, 9:10 to go, third quarter, 28-7 Case. Holter again calling out the signals. 2 receivers on each side for the Scots. Fern's the wide man on the left. They go to the other side. That's Reddick. He catches it across the 30, out close to the 31-yard line. Good for a first down.
They're going to spot him at almost out to the 33-yard line.
Pass complete for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 33 for the Scots. Back to it right now. They'll hand it off to Whan Bush. Tries to get around the right side, but he's tackled. Not much gain there. 2nd down. Second down and 10 for the Scots. Case leading at 28-7 on a bright sunny day here at Case Western Reserve University. Holter now on every play seems to be getting the play sent in late from the sideline. If they want to take a look at what Case is doing defensively before calling the play in. Now Holter will keep it, goes right up the middle across the 35, does not make the 40-yard line before he's tackled by Jeff Brown and Brad Paramore. Seven minutes, 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Case had a 21-0 lead at halftime. Scots have scored here in the second half. Case has answered with a touchdown as well. It's 28-7. Holter calls out the signals. Now wants to check off again. 4 receivers set again for the Scots. 3rd down and 4. Now Holter wants to quickly get it to Reddick. He does. Complete over the 45-yard line to the 47-yard line and another first down. Well, they are really taking a look at what Case is doing, calling the play in late to Holter, and he's relaying it to his offensive unit. Right now they're moving the football.
Well, Case is showing blitz first movement and coming with that same blitz after Holter changes the play.
So now they do the same thing, looking over to the sideline. Mike Schmitz is the head coach, and his staff sending in new plays for Holter. Now Holter will keep it and tries to break around the right corner. Can't turn the corner. He's hit by Mike Pelyak and stopped near midfield. So he picks up maybe 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. Wooster moving it. The football right at midfield now. Resting on the 50-yard line next to the Spartans logo. Painted on the turf here at Case Field. They'll shift Flagg over to the left of Holter. 3 receivers on the left. Reddick's the lone man on the right side. Holter back to throw. He'll fire it. It's caught by Jordan Ferns just short of the 45-yard line. They get into Case territory. It'll be 3rd down and 2. A pickup of 4 on the play.
Just another inside slant pattern. Again, nothing deep downfield for the Worcester Scots.
Holter, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, out of Johnstown, Ohio, where he played at Johnstown Monroe High School, the Johnnies. Flagg joins him in the backfield right now. Flagg with a 4-yard touchdown run earlier this quarter. 5:25 to go in the third. Case leading at 28-7. They say no go, timeout. Worcester takes a timeout. It's their first. They have 2 left here in the second half. We'll step away as well. 28-7. Case Western Reserve leading the College of Worcester Scots. We'll be back on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Down the sideline, and a busted route there intended for Mike Francis Cangelee. The pass way out in front of where the receiver was headed, and the 3rd and 2 play fails, so it's 4th down and 2, and now you have to wonder what Worcester will do here. They are down 28-7 in Case territory, but only at the 45, and it looks like they will come out to punt it away. Maybe a little too early to panic here with a football at the 45. Sean Nicely drops back deep to receive this punt. Here's Kevin Friedman. He'll get the punt away. Nicely asks for the fair catch. Comes in, makes the catch at the 16-yard line, and that's where the Spartans offense will take over. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with the third member of our broadcast crew, Nick Stroud.
Well, guys, you nailed it right on the head. What Wooster's doing is they are waiting for the play clock to run down very low before calling the play, and they're doing it because they're trying to see what the Spartans are going to do and how they're going to set up on defense. I heard Luis Gonçalves on the sidelines the drive prior telling the guys, we need to disguise our defense better. They're waiting to see what we're going to do before they run their play. So let's keep watching to see how that plays out in the second half.
Worcester was able to move the ball a little bit on that drive, but it stalls out. They had to punt it away. Here's Deitman, who scored a moment ago. He dives out across the 20-yard line, out near the 22. So a pickup of close to 6 there for Deitman on the first play of the drive. 2nd down and 4 for the Spartans. Well, if you're down 28-7, you lose a lot of time letting that play clock wind and wind and wind before you finally get the play in. You may pick up something defensively, but is it worth the time you lose when you're down 3 touchdowns?
Well, it almost requires you to be perfect on offense in execution.
Deitman again heads straight upfield, gets to the 25. They finally wrestle him down.
It'll be about a yard short of the first down, and Case has done a nice job in the first half converting 3rd downs. They've converted, I think, 2 of 3 here in the second half.
Yeah, they're 4 of 9 in the game right now. And they'll have a 3rd and 1 right here. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Corey Checken get it. He lines up at fullback. Derek Bush at tailback right now. They'll drop out 2 receivers to the left, nobody to the right. Sutka has checked in on the right side tight. Whalen under center. He takes the snap. They'll go back and they'll let Bush have it. He puts his head down, has the first down and more, gets out across the 35, and a flag is down. Holding call signaled against Case. This will be marked back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll remain 3rd down.
It'll be about 3rd and 13.
Holding penalty against the Spartans. This will move the football back in the neighborhood of the 15. How about that? That's the neighborhood of the 15, right on the 15.
That's 6 penalties this afternoon for Case. They came in with 26 on the season. So if there's been one spot that needs improvement for Case this year, it's been the penalties they've racked up.
Right now looking at a 3rd down 11 from their own 15-yard line. Whalen with checking in the backfield. They stack 3 receivers on the left side. Whalen takes the snap, looks to get rid of it, does so, finds a man open. It's caught by Ryan Colasar across the 25 out near the 28-yard line, and it's good for the 1st down.
Boy, did Dan Whalen show some great patience just standing there waiting for that play to develop. Let Colasar clear off his defensive back and then find a seam in between the linebackers and the DBs.
Colasar makes the grab for Ryan Colasar. That is his 3rd catch today. He's up to 69 yards receiving for the Spartans. So they convert for the 5th time today on 3rd down. They're 5 of 10. They'll go to the tailback. That's Derek Bush again. Cannot turn the corner. He's tackled as Wooster strings that out very well. And they knock Bush down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be back to the 22. Loss of close to 5 on the play. 2nd down and 15 for the Spartans, who lead this game by a score of 28-7. 2:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Case been much more effective with the traps or the quick slants. Those long stretch plays to the corner just haven't been there.
Whalen goes back to throw. Fakes a handoff to check, and he'll go down. This will be a sack, and Whalen will be tackled back near the 10-yard line. Worcester with a great push that time. And they got in there for the sack. It looked like the Scots, Jeff Brown, was able to wrap up Whalen.
Coverage sack on Dan Whalen. As he went through his progressions, didn't have anywhere to dump the ball to.
They marked that football back at the 15, even though they ended up pushing him back and tackled him near the 10 finally. So it is 3rd down and 22 from the 15-yard line. The 1st down marker is out at the 37-yard line, and Case asks for and gets a timeout. So they'll talk this long 3rd down play over with 1:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. 28-7 Case will take this timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Dan Whalen takes the snap and has to run with it as the coverage breaks down. He gets back out close to the 25-yard line, but well short of the 1st down, so Case will be looking at a 4th and 12. The football on the 25, and Whalen will have to punt this one away. Spartans will punt, and Wooster will get this in pretty good field position here as Torrey Trout drops back deep to receive this punt. Snap goes back to Whalen. They come after the punt, but Whalen gets it away. That's his best of the day. That one lands at the 20-yard line. It will roll all the way back into the end zone for a touchback. Whalen with an absolute booming punt.
It's a 65-yard kick.
All the way back, rolling into the end zone.
75 yards.
Took an amazing Case bounce there, although it landed on the fly at the 20-yard line.
A 75-yard kick.
Dan Whalen, a 75-yard punt from the 25 all the way out to the end zone. have to check the record book on that one because that was some kind of a punt by Dan Whalen. And he had about 3 guys right in his face as he got that punt away. So here come the Scots now with 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Case leading it by a score of 28-7. Austin Holter takes the snap, rolls out to the right side, looking downfield. He has Flag out of the backfield who cannot hang on to the football. He was running full speed and could not hang on to the ball as he turned around to try to haul it in. There is a flag down on the play. So there's a flag on that side. The receiver trying to catch the pass, Robert Flag, and then there's a real flag over here.
Ineligible man downfield.
We'll go against the Scots. They'll mark this one back on the ineligible receiver call. Flag spells his name with 2 G's. They'll mark it back to the 15. Second down and 15. Pardon me, first down and 15 for the Scots after the penalty.
For note, Dave, it's the second longest kick in school history, a 77-yarder in 1991 against Carnegie Mellon.
So 2 yards short of the school record on the last punt by Dan Whalen.
Chuck Thal with that 77-yard kick.
What a great day that was for Chuck. Here's the pass from Holter. He finds Francis Cangeli open, middle of the field, across the 35 out near the 40-yard line for a first down. One of the best throws we've seen today by Holter, who really put some zip on that one and found his man open, middle of the field, out to the 41-yard line. First and 10 Scots with 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Case up 28-7. Holter rolls out and throws the pass away. He had Reddick on the far side, but threw it up and over the Worcester bench. Incomplete. Second down and 10 with 23 seconds left. Keep in mind, Worcester did spend a timeout earlier this quarter, so they only have 2 remaining. So doubtful they will use one here, hoping to use them late in the game if they need them. 23 seconds to go, third quarter. Holter again will get a new play sent in. So far today, Austin Holter, 16 of 31. Passing-wise, he takes the snap. He'll go back to throw again. Gets rid of it. Hit as he throws. A man open, catching the football. That was Jordan Ferns. And they say he was in bounds.
Yeah, Ferns did get his foot down after he hauled in the pass. I'm surprised that Holter got up after Genovese and Calderon met at him. One hit him on the front 6, the other on the back 6 of his jersey.
That one goes to the 48-yard line of Case. Now they'll hand it to Robert Flagg. And he powers his way near the 46 for a pickup of 2. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. 28-7 Case. We'll be back with fourth quarter action coming up in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Fourth quarter about to get underway here, 28-7, Case leading it here at Case Field today. The Spartans trying to go 5-0. Wooster trying to do the same thing. They are 4-0 as well on the season. Case leading it by a score of 28-7. Wooster with the football and driving right now, second down and 8 from the 46-yard line. They are in Case territory right now. Holter takes the snap. 3 receivers on the right. They find Reddick with a pass. He's tackled knocked down by Ben Klabina just short of the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 41. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Worcester Scots. No huddle right now for the Scots as they get right back up to the line of scrimmage. They're down 28-7 to the Spartans. Case breaks into their formation late. Now Holter will look over to the sideline for another play to be sent in. 3 receivers on the left, Reddick the lone man on the right. Flag shifts in the backfield. He's the lone man back there with Holter. Austin Holter will throw for Reddick. It's incomplete. That'll bring about 4th down in Case. We'll see if they decide to go for it. I believe they will. So it's 4th down and 3 for the Worcester Scots. And they will try and go for it here. Brian Calderon checks in for Case on the defensive line. 3-man front for the Spartans right now. 4th down and 3. This is a big play for Worcester here if they want to have any hope of getting back into this ball game. They are not using a timeout here. They do have 2 timeouts left. 2 receivers each side. Flag in the backfield for the Scots. Holter will throw. The pass tipped. Incomplete. Klabina got his hands on the football, wishes he had intercepted it, but forces the incompletion, and the Spartans will take over on downs, leading it by a score of 28-7. As we play in the 4th quarter here, we are joined in the booth by head women's cross-country coach at Case Western Reserve, Kathy Lanise. And Kathy, we welcome you back to Case Field here. You guys had a terrific outing at the All-Ohio Championships yesterday, winning it for the 3rd time in a row. As Case gets this drive underway, they give the football to Derek Bush, who rushes out past the 40-yard line. And correct me, I've said something wrong already.
That's all right. I am also the men's coach.
Men's and women's
yes.
coach. All right. Mark Craig Yant's a demerit for that one. But Kathy, we welcome you in here. You guys had a terrific outing. Talk about the women's side first. Again, you guys have become a pretty good performer down there in that meet, right?
Yes, we have. This is our 3rd year and of winning for the women. And for the men, this is their 1st year since 1993. So it's a really big win for both teams this year.
You guys really had some good individual performances in that meet on the women's side. They claimed the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 8th spots in the meet. Talk about who did well yesterday.
Okay, Justine has been up front for all the meets this year, so we're really pleased as a sophomore to see her up there. We've had this 1-2-3 punch with Kristen Bowers and Britta Cumley. They were up front for us this week also. And moving up is Andrea Ficione, and she has fallen back a little bit this year, but I think she's figuring out what she needs to do.
Derek Bush carrying for the Spartans out across the Worcester 45-yard line. 12:56 to go in the football game. You mentioned Justine Jarosky out of Murraysville, Ohio. She was 3rd in the meet overall, 18:55.5. Was that one of her best times of the year?
On a very hilly course, it was her PR, and she has run faster on a flat course.
Right now, the women's team ranked 9th in the nation. We'll be traveling over to Oberlin on the 18th. Is that your next action?
It is, and that is one of the big meets for the qualification for nationals for the at-large bid. So we need to do very well at that meet.
Across the 40-yard line, Bush carrying it again as Case keeps it on the ground to keep the clock moving here. 28-7. Case leading it here, visiting with Kathy Lanise, men's and women's cross-country coach at Case. On the men's side, a very rare appearance in that in the top of that meet. First time in how many years?
That is first time, 15 years?
Yeah, 15
yes.
years. 1993 was the last time you guys took that one.
Exactly. So
that had to feel pretty good?
It feels great. We have a lot of seasoned runners, and Dominic was up front getting first for the Division III competition for the 2nd year in a row.
Yeah, Dominic Smith out of New Richmond, Ohio, won the race, 25:47.5. As Case keeps it on the ground again, straight ahead. Corey Chekin blocking for Greg Meyer there. Short gain as the Spartans operate in Worcester territory. The football now on the 36-yard line. That's in a field of 280 runners that Smith won that race.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, there was Division 1, 2, and 3 competitors in there, but he was 6 overall amongst all those competitors, and then he was the sixth place runner, but first for Division 3.
Yeah, terrific performance by Dominic there as Whalen rolls out to the right, gunning for the end zone. It's out of bounds, looking for Colasar near the goal line. That was the second down play. It'll be 3rd down and 9. What's up next for the men's team, Kathy?
Again, we're going to the interregional meet. For them, it's going to be extremely important because this is the first national qualification in, since 2003. So this interregional meet for them, if they don't finish top 2 in our region, is going to be extremely important for an at-large bid.
Yeah, as you guys finish up your season and start looking at the national meet, you can make it both as a team and as individuals, right?
Correct. And Dominic did make it as an individual last year. The women's team made it, finished 6th in the nation. So we're looking to take 2 teams this year. That's the goal.
Has that ever been done before in your tenure here?
This would be the history of taking both a men's and women's team. If we do it, it'll be a history-making event.
Well, congratulations again at the All-Ohio meet. Again, a terrific performance for Case athletes. So we wish you all the best next week at Oberlin.
Excellent. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Kathy Lanise stopping in for a few minutes here in the booth as she enjoys the football game with us. And congratulations again to the Case men's and women's cross-country teams on a nice performance yesterday down at Ohio Wesleyan University. Case will be on to punt here as Whalen's 3rd down pass incomplete. And so Dan Whalen out to punt, and he'll angle this one out toward the goal line. It's going to take a nice bounce, and Case will down this one inside the 5. Whalen having a heck of a day punting the football, and after having a 75-yarder earlier, this one is down inside the 5 after it took a very nice bounce, a high hop that allowed Case to get down there and get under it and down it inside the 5.
Well, if you remember early in the first quarter, Dave, Whalen had a shank of a kick on his first attempt. Only went for 20 yards, was affecting his average until he boomed that 75-yarder, second longest in school history.
10:53 to go here in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10 for the Worcester Scots, but the football is marked at the 2-yard line right now. 28-7 Case as they try and nurse this one to the finish line and pick up their 5th win of the season. They'll hand this football up the middle. Not sure who grabbed that one for Wooster.
That looked like, I think Holter kept it himself.
Holter keeps the football but does not gain any yardage there. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Worcester went for it a moment ago on 4th and 3. Did not make it. Case was unable to move down and score, but they were able to pin Worcester deep in its own territory here. Down 3 touchdowns, 28-7. Holter works from the shotgun. He'll throw from his own end zone. Looks for Reddick and throws it behind his intended receiver. Incomplete. 3rd down, 9 from the 3-yard line.
Spartans looking, Dave, for their 16th consecutive regular season win.
Dating back to the 2006 season.
Last loss was against Grove City on the road in November of 06.
28-7. Right now, Case leading it. Here's the 3rd down play, 3rd and 9 from Austin Holter. Continues to call out the signals. Again, working in his own end zone right now. And now he's going to be hit, but he gets away from the tackler. Rolls out, fires it downfield. The pass is caught, but it is out of bounds.
Well, somehow Holter got away from a whole host of Case defenders in the end zone and managed to throw that football towards a receiver on the far sideline.
Very close to being tackled for a safety, but was able to get away, threw the pass out of bounds. And a punt coming up here for Kevin Friedman, but he will be back at the back line of his own end zone.
And only have 12 yards to work with. Ordinarily gets 15.
So right now, Bobby Bott, Luis Gonsalves drop back for Case. They are stationed at the Worcester 40-yard line. Whistles blow before the start of the play.
I think the Spartans took a timeout or delay of game.
Delay of game on the Scots.
Some questions about whether or not Brad Paramore needed to be in on the kid coverage team or not.
Paramore does come back out now as they end up moving the football back to the 2-yard line. Here's the snap. You will not see a much deeper punt than this one, and it's a low bouncer that goes back to Bott at the 45-yard line to the 40, out to the 35, and he's grabbed and forced down at the 32-yard line. That's where the Spartans will take over with 9:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Nick.
Well, just to give you guys an idea of how tough things are down here on the field, I was just standing next to senior defensive end Brian Calderon a minute ago. The guy has a huge gash in his forearm. He's bleeding everywhere. He's got blood all over his pants. He's retightening his knee brace from that injury that's kept him out a couple games on his left knee. But the guy's back on the sideline, ready to go back in. He is a true warrior on the field.
There's little doubt about Calderon's toughness, playing with a severely injured knee that he suffered in week 1 against the Kenyon Lords. Whalen will roll out to throw. Dumps it off to Sutka, but it's dropped. They had that play work earlier. Sutka unable to reach back and almost had to make an over-the-shoulder grab there on that play. Ed could not haul it in.
Well, Whalen's had that happen today several times. He's been behind his receivers. Timing not as crisp as they've been in the past.
2nd down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Case with a very short field to work with here, working in Worcester territory from the outset on this drive. 28-7 Case, fourth quarter action, 9:47 to go. Case 4-0, Worcester 4-0. Whalen will keep this one, gets to the 30, sidesteps his way to the 25, down to the 23-yard line, pays the price with some contact. Whalen hits down close to the 21-yard line on that play. A run of 11 yards and a first down.
A first down for Whalen. Much more decisive on that run. He just waited for a couple of blockers to clear out in front of him, take it straight ahead. Not a lot of dancing from Dan Whalen. Had a path he wanted to move on and picked up 11.
Whalen's 9th carry of the day, and that'll get him up to about 24 yards on the afternoon. 28-7 Case. Eye in the backfield with Chekin and Deitman. Whalen will roll out, has some good blocking. Still rolling to the right, flips the ball out of bounds, well out of the pocket. Nicely, actually Colasar the closest man to that pass, but Whalen getting rid of it to avoid the loss. 2nd down and 10 for Case from the 21-yard line. Now get some new personnel in. Greg Meyer checks in the backfield. He'll be back there alone with Whalen. Homick and Webster line up on the left side. Nicely and Colasar on the right. Whalen takes the snap, drops back to throw, looks downfield, middle of the field. The football incomplete, intended for Webster.
Have a couple of notes from fans listening on the internet today, Dave. Bev Homick listening in. Zach Homick having a very good game for the Spartans this afternoon. She mentions that she'd also be listening to the Denison game, Denison-Hiram, if there was a broadcast of that as well, but unfortunately there isn't. She asked for an update, and we do have an update for Bev Homick. Denison leads at halftime over Hiram, 14-6.
All right. Denison was the Case opponent last week. And Hiram will provide the opposition 2 weeks from now. Whalen is going to be hit in the backfield. Flags come out. He was hit about the 30-yard line, Ed. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, I think they're going to get a penalty for some kind of unnecessary roughness. They get either up around the neck.
It looked like they had whistled the play down.
I'm not going to wave off the flag.
They're going to pick it up now. Perhaps one official thought Whalen was stopped as far as the progress goes, but the late hit elicited the flag.
A vicious hit. Dan Whalen got grabbed up around the neck. Maybe not necessarily on the face mask, but definitely thrown down.
So the Spartans will be looking at a 4th down here after the sack looking at a 4th and 18 right now from the 29-yard line. Now remember, this drive started at the 32.
So that's a 46-yard attempt. This would be a personal best.
Coffee is out. Kick is on the way. It is no good. He missed it wide to the left as Sam Coffey tries the field goal attempt on the 4th down play. So Coffey no good, and the score remains 28-7.
Also have a note from Tim Bronza from Orlando, Florida. That's Greg Meyer's uncle listening in from Florida this afternoon.
We appreciate the notes and glad you're with us today. Hope you're enjoying our coverage of Case Western Reserve football here on case.edu. Most of you who listen on the internet can also watch thanks to Case Media Vision. Now Holter is back out for Wooster, and he'll run the football. Gets out to the 35, to the 40. He's tripped up and tackled near the 41-yard line by Calderon. First down run for Austin Holter. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line, from the 41-yard line for Worcester now. Following the run by Holter of 12 yards. He'll throw it this time. Ball is caught out on the far side. Pickup of about 2 on the play as Zach Gust hauls that one in. Zach Gust, the freshman. Second down, about 9.
Gonsalves there, open field tackle, put his shoulder right into Gust's thighs. Made sure he couldn't get any further after the short pickup.
7:55 to go, 4th quarter. Case leading it by a score of 28-7. Flags come out with some movement, illegal procedure against the Scots. That will move it back to the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 14 for the Scots, who come into this game at 4-0. Scots are a team that defeated Denison earlier this year, 21-10. Case, of course, with the big win over Denison last week to go to 4-0. 7.5 to play here in the 4th quarter today. Beautiful day here at Case Field. Holter will keep it again. Spartans plug the middle, and he is hit and driven back. Tackled on the play by Lucas Sasala. Very little gain there, and a long 3rd down now for Worcester.
Have they converted yet on a 3rd down today, Dave?
Worcester is 4 of 13 on 3rd down today.
They were 0 for 6 in the first half.
Now 3rd and 13 for the Scots. They'll change the play up at the line of scrimmage. Case with that nickel back in there right now. 5 defensive backs. Now Holter looks to throw, guns it over the middle, finds a seam, and a man is wide open. That's Jordan Ferns out across the 50 to the 45 to the 40, down to the 36-yard line, and a 1st down. 26-yard pickup on the pass play from Holter to Ferns. Jordan Ferns, the senior out of Canfield. 28-7, 6:21 to play here. 4th quarter, they'll hand this one to Flagg. He is knocked down and tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Haven't seen much of DeJuan Bush here in the second half, Dave, for Worcester. It's been mostly Flagg, and then here comes Bush into the ballgame.
Now Flagg will leave. Bush checks in. Gust will line up in the slot on the left side along with 2 other receivers. Mike Reddick is wide right. 2nd down and 10. 5:48 to play here in the 4th quarter. They'll swing it out to Gust. He has running room, turns the corner on the far side, gets to the 30 and out of bounds. Nice catch and run by Zach Gust. And gets actually across the 30, closer to the 29-yard line. So Worcester moving the football here. 3rd down and 4, so they pick up 6 on the play. They're operating in Case territory right now. Again, a 4-receiver set for Holter to work with. Austin Holter, 6 feet tall, 200-pound quarterback. out of Johnstown, Ohio, in the backfield along with Flagg this time. They go to Gust on another little quick pass out toward the sideline. He drops that one incomplete. 4th down now for Worcester. They'll go for it, obviously, here late in the 4th quarter. (28-7) Case. 15th ranked Spartans trying to stay unbeaten. Holter will go for it on 4th down. They are 0 for 1 on 4th down so far today. Sun beaming down on Case Field right now. 4th quarter action. Holter with the snap. Now the pass is incomplete. Intended for Mike Francis Cangelee, middle of the field. He is hauled down as the ball arrives, could not hang on to it, and the Spartans hold, and they'll get it back on downs.
Well, the Spartans showed up on defense there. The defensive backs, Bott, Gonsalves, especially on the corners, stepped up. As Holter was calling his signals, they moved up closer and closer and moved into a press coverage as opposed to giving 5 yards. The receivers from Wooster, all 4 of them, could not get separation, leaving the line of scrimmage on that play.
5:16 to go in the 4th quarter, and with that play failing, that really is a big play for Worcester. They needed that conversion to try and get back into this football game. Now Deitman will keep the football, tucks it under, and keeps it after being hit as he's tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Another note coming in on the Sports Info mailbox from Jim Rosenberry in Sandy, Utah. Jim, the father of James Rosenberry, the running backs coach on Greg Debelak's staff.
Heard from the Rosenberries often during our broadcast. We appreciate them writing today. 4:45 to go. Here in the 4th quarter, Case with a 3-touchdown lead right now, 28-7. A 3-touchdown lead seems like a close game after Case's first 4 outings. Deitman keeps it again, almost got away, but is wrapped up and tackled by Jordan Ross of Worcester.
Well, an oddity with 4 minutes to go in the ball game, and Dan Whalen still under center for Case.
Greg Meyer will check in. Deitman will get a breather. Homick will leave as well. Nicely comes in. Sean Nicely today, 8 catches for 86 yards. Couple of touchdown catches for Nicely today.
Now up to, was that 7 on the season?
Or Nicely now 7 touchdowns in 2008. Whalen will roll back, looks for Sutka, makes the catch to the tight end, now out to the 40-yard line, and tackled right there.
Very
Pick
close.
7.
Be close to a first down.
They are already saying to move the chains. It is a first down for the Spartans as they go to Sutka.
That's 3 targets to DJ Sutka today. 2 catches for the tight end.
Finally starting to listen to the wisdom of Ed Doherty to work that tight end into the offense.
I guess next would be the screen passes, Dave.
You have to set up a meeting for that one. 3:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Spartans with the football, leading it by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. Whalen will go back, hand it to Greg Meyer. Meyer bursts over the 40, out to the 42-yard line. Meyer, who spent his summer as a student assistant coach at the University of Central Florida. 2:50 to play now, under 3 to go as the clock continues to roll. Boy, not making it on that 4th down really sealed it for Worcester. If they had been able to do something with that and get in for the touchdown, been down by 2, could have gone for the onside kick. But when they failed on 4th down, that really put a dagger in their hopes today.
Well, the Spartans have put up 28 so far today. Worcester had only given up 32 points all season.
Timeout called by the Spartans, and as they take one, so will we. 28-7 Case, 2.5 minutes to go in the football game. Back after this on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. hoping to get the play in. Once they did, they were ready to go again. 2.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And Whalen calls out the signals. 2nd down and 8 for the Spartans. They will hand this one up the middle to Meyer. And he plows forward just shy of midfield. Maybe got the 48. It'll be 3rd down, about 2. Coming up after the game, Nick Stroud will be on the sideline with post-game reaction from the Spartans sideline. Two minutes to go now in the football game. And Whalen looks over to the sideline. Case now changing up the play. Whalen turns around, informs Checken and Meyer, who are lined up in the eye. They'll go to Meyer, and he hits the line of scrimmage, is tackled quickly by Eric Keys of Worcester.
Short of that first down, which would have sealed the football game. Instead, Case will have to kick it away with about 1.5 minutes to play.
Whalen will be back to punt. What a great day punting for Dan Whalen. Again, a 75-yarder earlier. May become the special teams player of the week in the UAA via that punt. Whalen at quarterback today, another terrific day. 17 of 31, 247 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He'll get this kick away, and another spiraling punt will head back toward the end zone, and it takes a great Case bounce. They will down this one inside the 5-yard line. Bobby Bott getting to the football before it hit the goal line. And Ed, it looked like that football was doing exactly what Case commanded it to do. It took almost a U-turn.
So for Whalen today, that's 3 kicks over 50 yards. That's 2 inside the 5-yard line and a 75-yarder on top of it.
Well, as Bill Tilton wrote in the News Herald last Saturday, it's great to be Dan Whalen. Yeah, that is held true here today. Just 52 seconds left in the football game right now. Wooster has the football at the 2-yard line. So Case leading this one 28-7. Less than a minute to go. Worcester will try and get out of their own end zone. They do. They hand it to Dewan Bush. He gets out close to the 10.
They're going to keep the clock running and say he did not get out of bounds.
Clock moving with 40 seconds left, so probably one more play necessary here to make things official at Case Field before the Spartans will celebrate their 16th consecutive regular season win. New quarterback in for Worcester right now. Chad Parker, a junior, checks in for Austin Holter, who did a nice job today. Holter, a very talented and mobile quarterback for the Scots. Parker throws incomplete downfield, looking for Mike Reddick. 10 seconds left, so we'll need another play after the pass incompletion. So quite a job by the Spartans today. Sean Nicely with 2 touchdown passes. 2 touchdown receptions today from Dan Whalen. 10 seconds to go before this crowd can celebrate. Good turnout today on a lovely day here in Cleveland. Mid-70s for most of the game. Here's Parker throwing again. That one's incomplete. Jeff Brown knocking that pass away from Mike Francis Cangelee.
One more play to go.
Well, I think it was important to us to say Francis Cangelee one more time. The Brunswick brothers, Mike and Joe, Francis Cangelee appearing in this game. A lot of local players on this Worcester team. 6 seconds left now. Case leading at 28-7. On the road next week at Ohio Wesleyan against the Battling Bishops down in Delaware, Ohio. Next Case home game November 1st, and this team is worth coming out to see if you have not been here to Case Field. They'll hand this ball to Dewan Bush. Gets out across the 15. He's tackled right there, and that's the end of the football game. It's a final today from Case Field. Final score 28-7. Case wins it today over the Worcester College Scots.